All right, so we're going to go over each domain in the project delivery practice guide for the CDT, CSI, or the CSI CDT practice exam. So domain 1 is fundamentals. So we're going to go through some practice questions and practice answers that you may see similar questions on the exam. Which of the following best defines project delivery? So the comprehensive process by which a facility is designed and constructed. Which of the following is not a primary objective of project delivery? So first of all, to answer this type of question, we want to tend to look at everything that is, so we can do process by elimination. So when we think of project delivery, we definitely manage to construct a schedule. Yes. We don't really focus on maximizing number of subcontractors because it really doesn't matter how many we have. We could have 5, we could have 10, we could have 0. And then C, meeting the owner's requirements. Of course, we want to do that. And then lastly, coordinating team responsibilities. Of course, we want to do that. So which of the following is not a primary objective? This would be B. Which of the following parties typically initiates a construction project? Now, it depends on where you're looking for or what perspective you're looking at, but typically it would be the owner of the facility or somebody who has the capital to start the project. In this case, it'd be the owner. Which is a key benefit of clearly defined roles and responsibilities in project delivery? So there are lots of options here, but again, this is kind of the opposite of what we did with the not question. So let's go through each one. So increase complexity of the project? No. Reduce time for contractor selection? No. Elimination of contract documents? No. We're still going to have those. So this would be C, improve communication and accountability. It's one of the 4 C's, communication. So it would likely be your answer. And in this case, it is. What are the 3 major elements of the project delivery process? So in the project delivery process, we typically have design, construction, and occupancy. We have some of these other ones too, but not all 3. So it would be C in this case. Next question, which of the following describes the term stakeholders in the context of project delivery? So typically this would be all individuals and organizations involved or affected by the project. So you'll have a group of stakeholders. Usually this could be the owner. This could be somebody involved in the project, maybe an investor. They'll be involved in the outcome of the project for sure. What is the main function of contract documents? And that is to legally define the responsibilities of project participants. Which document defines the overall scope of a project and the needs it is intended to satisfy? So when we talk about needs intended to satisfy, we're talking about the programming statement. So and going through the options here, wouldn't really be project manual because that's where the contract documents are often located. Wouldn't really be the specs because that's talking about how we manufacture and deliver the work and what materials are used. And then D is a submittal log. So that's typically very concise. You're only talking about submittals for products. So the best answer here would be programming statement. The contractor's plan for executing the work Oh, excuse me. Can't see the question here. Let's see. Make this a bit smaller. And move down here. Which of the following best defines the concept of design intent? So this would be C, the architect's vision of how the project should perform and appear. Last question for domain 1. In the context of project delivery, what is the primary role of standards such as CSI formats? And that is to create uniformity and organizing and communicating project information. Thanks for watching the video. I'll have domain 2 questions and answers